What day am I going to grow up?
What year?
That's like the ultimate burn.
Probably 30.
Well, that's not very long.
It's not very long. Why don't you be the cameraman?
It sucks to watch when it's
I'm
all
gonna be-
Except where'd you get that?
I'm going to be a
What's that?
terrible cameraman then.
It's
Camera woman.
you can buy them at guitar stores or whatever.
Because the last time I saw that was in Vegas. That's the only place I ever saw him.
Yeah, you
Does
buy
that
it.
strengthen your fingers?
Strengthen your fingers so you can fret better.
I
Play
Okay.
the guitar.
That's a good idea.
How much was it?
I think I got this when I was on the
You
ship.
dropped
Actually,
something.
I had it shipped out to me. It's probably like $15 or so.
Is it good
You
for
dropped
arthritis?
something.
Here, try it out.
Yeah, it
don't do
strengthens the
'Cause I
muscle
have
that
arthritis in
Because
the
I have
finger.
carpal tunnel.
it strengthens the muscle that pulls the
Pastor
tendons.
Jonas has it in the same
So
finger.
that
Drop
you-
something.
Oh yeah. What was
That's
it?
exactly like hers
I
then.
don't know. What
Yeah, like this?
Swollen, is it red?
Christine, will be like this.
I don't know. I don't think I dropped something here.
Yeah.
See, when I try to play guitar,
Where's my
my fingers
camera?
do this when I try to play the guitar.
What?
Mine out
Your
of
camera.
man.
You brought a camera?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll find it tomorrow.
Just do.
I'm trying to ask about the truck, and they're saying it's still overheating.
I've seen when she preaches that it's
Just do sell this at a
What
store.
do you have in the garage?
He said it's for guitar players.
So, Grandpa, you were in
Oh
what
my gosh,
part
no.
of the service?
Try
I
doing this
was in
for
the
like.
Army Air Corps, and then it became the Air Force.
The
I
Army.
went from Army greens or brown to blues.
That must have been a great time to transition over. I think going from because aviation was still pretty new in the military.
What year was that?
Well, I know the Air Force became the Air Force from the Army Air Corps. It just separated in 1947. So
Yeah, I went in just before. I think I was in the last of '46.
so you missed out on World War II just a little bit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was just turned 17. when I
Yeah.
came.
Yeah.
In 46?
So you had an MOS or a specialty that you did?
Yes.
What was it?
I set it on a machine, copied Russian code.
Oh, that's right. You were a code talker. You were saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
for 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
He said
Now, that
people
was-
went crazy doing that.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
sure they did. Yeah.
Oh, we had
Yeah. Guys
one-
that just couldn't
guys
handle
that
it.
just couldn't
Yeah.
handle it.
Yeah.
A young kid, he'd lay in his bed and cry all night long.
Because they were forcing you guys
Yeah,
to
so-
learn a
so-
language, right?
Yeah,
Do you remember any of the language?
No.
No, not now.
I tried to stay away from it.
Yeah, yeah. But you were learning the Russian code or
Yeah, the Russian code.
or German.
Russian.
Okay, yeah,
Because that
because
was the Cold War.
yeah, right. The beginning, yeah. Berlin, East Berlin, West
Yeah.
Berlin, East and West Germany had just
Yeah,
pretty much
we
split up,
copied
right?
everything that they sent out.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Some of them went clear around the world. You get an echo, and you couldn't really understand what it was going on because it was.
When did Ethel and Julius Rosenberg get caught for spying? Was that sometime during your time frame?
I think so.
Yeah.
See, I was in that 4-year period there,
I
and
want to hear. I love hearing his stories.
I went.
I'm recording it. So.
You and me both.
I went across on a troop ship.
Uh-huh.
I was the bottom bunk.
Yeah.
They were 5 high.
So you sailed the Atlantic then?
Yes.
Yeah, I just came across the Atlantic last
5 high. You were bottom
Yeah.
bunk?
Yes, and if they got sick, you got splashed.
year. Oh my goodness,
I was
yeah.
sick like that.
Yeah.
Why
Like
not?
vomit,
The
yeah.
best way in the world I had was I'd carry my little bag and I'd go to the guy in the chow line. They
Yeah.
he'd run up.
Yeah.
I got to move up a step.
Yeah, that's right. That's pretty good. So you were in the what was pretty much the prerequisite to or the precursor to the CIA, right?
Yes.
You were the Office of Secret Service
Yes, it
or
was very-
Intelligence, right?
Yes,
Okay.
the C2,
Yeah.
they call it.
Yeah.
I didn't.
We had a machine gunner at our front door and a machine gunner at our
Yeah.
back door.
And you guys had
I think if you, I think
what's the word I'm looking for? Emergency destruction plans for all the
Yes.
things that you had.
What's this phone for?
Did you have teletype equipment and stuff like that?
Yes,
So you had
you filmed that
we
one.
had
something like the
code
Enigma
breaker
machine,
down.
right?
Yeah,
Code breakers, yeah.
we had
So
a
you
guy
would
that
listen
got-
in what, telephone lines and radio waves
Oh
and stuff?
yeah,
Yeah.
and you listen to it and you had to copy 80
Yeah.
words a minute.
Oh my gosh, what a pain that was to
But
be.
you said you didn't know what you were translating, right?
Most of the time you didn't know because
That's what you were listening to all
Yes.
day?
Code.
Oh
Morse
my
code.
gosh.
Yeah,
Oh, Morse code then.
yeah,
Russian Morse code, even
Russian
worse.
Morse.
So you had to translate it twice.
yeah. You had
From
to
Russian
copy
to,
it.
or from Morse to Russian and Russian to English.
Yeah,
God.
Some people went crazy, he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
we had
Yeah.
a colored guy come in,
Uh-huh.
and it was cold there. We had snow,
Yeah, yeah.
and he picked the wood stove up that was burning and threw it out the window.
Oh my gosh.
Burned his hands,
Hands,
real
yeah,
bad.
yeah,
Because he was
Yeah.
so crazy.
He's nuts. He went
yeah.
off his
So
rocker.
angry.
Well, you have to understand what period of time this was. I mean, this stuff was
It's
cutting edge of technology at that point,
45,
right?
48.
Because they had just closed out the war, right? And now the Russians became no longer the ally, they became the enemy for the Cold War. So we weren't fighting the Germans anymore, we already kicked their butts pretty much, right?
Yeah, it was.
We weren't fighting the Japanese
were-
anymore, it was the
no.
Russians now. They were a brand new enemy at that point.
That was the start of the Korean War.
Yeah, okay, yeah. 1950?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they was the only place that the Marines ever retreated was Korea.
Oh, yeah.
They got overrun by the Chinese.
Uh-huh.
We just got in on the last of it
Yeah.
where we were at, but we were working against the Russians.
Uh-huh.
Everything that was going on at that time was because
So when you got to your station, I guess you said you were
Yeah.
in England,
yeah,
and you were code breaking there.
yeah.
What kind of quarters did you live in? Like a
An
tent
old-
or a
an
building?
old wooden barrack.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Very
In
metal in
England?
the to roof.
Cold, right?
Snow about that deep.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Was it open bay? I mean, you slept in a bunk with a guy on top of the bunk,
Yeah,
and then just someone right next to you could see him. There was no separation,
no
right?
separation.
See, that's what we call open bay barracks. So, like in the barracks that they have now, it's like a room. You know, you might have the room to yourself or by yourself. He's talking about being an open bay barracks like they
We
have in
had
the boot
6
camps.
guys in our room,
Yeah,
and then right next to us was another room.
yeah, okay. So you had
6
you had
men,
5
5
bunkmates.
beside me.
Yeah, okay. And
That's
they
like
were all
a hostel
code
that I
talkers.
stayed
All
at.
code talkers.
Okay, so were you? So you joined the army first, went to
Yeah.
boot camp, and then how did you get selected for service?
They give you exams,
Okay, tests, yeah, yeah.
and I've
You scored high enough on the exam.
evidently I scored
Yeah.
high enough to go to work.
Okay.
All I wanted to do was get in and drive a Jeep. Forget it.
Okay, yeah, 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 yeah.
But that's what I put down I wanted, but they turned me over to this other.
And did you feel like you were good at speaking Russian at the time, or?
No, all I felt was that I knew what I was doing at the time
Uh-huh.
and didn't care too much about what the
Okay.
Russians done.
Yeah.
'Cause we
Here's
knew,
here's really the kicker, because I think about how much money I'm making now, which is not enough, but about how much were your paychecks? You got paid once a month
about
back then, right?
$80
Once a month, right?
once a month.
$80 once a month.
What?
And
Yeah.
I was a second class.
Yeah.
Second class what?
I was, well, a private
First class.
what you call a corporal.
Okay, yeah,
Corporal
yeah.
second class?
Yeah,
And that's
$80
pay grade.
a month?
So pay grade E4, I guess.
yeah, it was $80 a month.
$80 a month, man.
That was in the 19...
46, you
So
said,
corporal
right?
grade 2 is what I'm understanding, right? Corporal grade 2.
Or, I don't know what they might have called it back then. I know now E4 in the Marine Corps is a corporal. It's a specialist in the Army
It's
now.
an E4 for you?
Petty officer
Yours?
3rd class in the Navy, and for the Air Force, it's I think it's an Airman Basic or an Airman First Class.
Yeah,
So now when you changed from the Army Air Corps, you were a what, a PFC or
Yeah.
private? And then when you went to the Air
Airman
Force,
first,
Airman
second
First,
class.
okay, Airman Second Class, okay.
Yeah.
The
Then
rank
become-
structure I think has changed
Yeah.
since then to what it is now. So,
Then you become a first class, then you can again become a sergeant.
yeah.
And I was due for it
Like
if
a
I
staff
just
sergeant?
re-enlisted. Yeah, if I just re-enlisted, I'd have been all right. But I was ready to get out.
And you said 3 years, something months, and something
3
days.
years, 11 months, and 28 days.
Yeah, yeah.
Back in 2 days would be 4 years.
Yeah, yeah.
So the whole time you were in the service, you did this code talking?
Yeah, down
Yes,
back
except
day.
for my basic.
Yeah. Now, where did you go to basic training at?
Keesler Air Force Base in
Florida.
No, Mississippi.
Oh, that's right, Mississippi.
Boot
That's
camp
right.
was in Mississippi?
Yeah,
Did you go in the summer or the winter there?
it was the winter.
Yeah. Okay. Good thing. Mississippi in the summer is unbearable. It's so hot down in
And
the
it would
south.
flood, and we'd walk out of the
Yeah.
barracks, and the water. All the barracks are on stilts,
Yeah. Yeah. Brick stilts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
and you walk out to fall in, and you stand in the water about knee deep.
Oh, my
Oh, you have to do your calisthenics and stuff?
No, we were going
in
to
the water?
class
gosh, yeah. Oh
to
yeah.
learn how to do what we were doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
It was different.
So now.
There were snakes in the water.
Oh yeah.
You was been talking about that in Arkansas.
Yeah.
Rattlers everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I had a motorcycle after I got out,
Yeah.
and went down to the river, and there was snakes all over the river.
Yeah.
I left. I didn't stay.
Water moccasins. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they were down swimming. They were crazy.
I know. I know.
And in the ocean, there were sharks,
Mhm.
and you had a big wall, sea walls,
Yeah.
and the sharks would come right up to the sea wall.
Now you said you crossed the Atlantic on a troop transport
Yes.
ship.
Yeah,
So this was the Navy or was it Merchant Marine or?
I think it was Navy.
Yeah.
We had about 800 guys in the
Yeah.
bottom of the ship.
Yeah. So and then what kind of food did you have on the ship?
Just basic.
Just slop, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I know.
Most of the guys
I
get
lived
sick.
it.
he was on a boat.
I went around the world last year.
Well, I agree. I
He's,
understand.
yeah, he's talked about the food there.
Yeah, most of the food wasn't too good.
But we had
You'd eat it because you was hungry.
exactly. Yeah. 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 We had fresh fruits flown in sometimes.
Yeah, the only time I got close to getting sick on the ship was out in the bathroom.
Yeah.
The guy come in and got sick.
Yeah.
And it washed across my feet.
Oh yeah.
And I almost threw up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was the only
I went out
time.
and stood on the deck of the ship. You don't look down because that gets you sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
You look way ahead.
Yeah. You look way out. Yeah.
Yeah. And you when you're out there in the ocean, that ship is awful small.
Yeah.
You go over and down in one of those
Yeah.
waves and you look at that and say, we're going to go up that?
Yeah. Yeah.
And when you come into port, you're standing on the ship and looking down. Here's these little midgets all over.
Yeah.
You didn't realize how far up you were.
Yeah.
Because the ocean's so huge, it just makes
Yeah,
you feel so
you didn't
small.
think
Yeah.
it was huge out in the ocean
Yeah.
Wow.
because it was small.
Well, when you see the ship from pier side, it's just this behemoth of metal and wires and everything, you know, that just makes it a ship, you know. But then you get out in the ocean, and the ocean is so much bigger, and it makes you feel, and the ship, like you're just so tiny. Like you're insignificant, yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah.
These sailors
Rubber
were,
duckies.
were bragging on
Do you
how
guys
far
wanna
the
come
ship
sit
had went
over here?
over.
We can move
Yeah.
all these
And
chairs.
went right in itself.
Oh, yeah, listing one way or the
Yeah,
other.
they said it
yeah.
went over farther than any other ship
Yeah.
had come, and they were bragging about it.
I
thought
see.
they
That's
crazy.
what I would always have been afraid of. I was on the aircraft carrier. I was on the USS
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln. Fortunately, if we were storming, the ship was so big that the waves really didn't affect it that much.
Yeah, well,
Now
this
your
was
troop transport was probably what?
two-stacker.
Yeah. See, very small compared
Yeah.
to that. My gosh.
How long were you out in the water for?
Oh, I don't know.
Took you what?
A week?
A week or so to cross the Atlantic?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about how long it took
It
us
was
to get
slow.
back to.
Why
About
did
10
you go
days.
in the boat?
He had to ride a ship to get to London, right?
Instead of planes?
Yeah, they didn't. We didn't go on a plane. They were in a ship,
Yeah.
and we slept. I slept in the bottom bunk with
Oh,
three
four.
guys above me.
Oh.
We were four in a line.
And then when I got sick, gotcha. Ugh.
Yep, you was very careful where you laid your head.
So
So it was fun.
yeah, I didn't get my foot in the way, did I?
No, you're right.
I went all over London.
Yeah.
Went to all of the places it was supposed to be.
I'm curious now because you said you rowed the ship across and you pulled into port somewhere. London's not right on the water, is it? You have
No.
to get there from some way, or
Yeah, I was trying to think of the name of it. Well, it wasn't Stratford, no, that's in town. It's right on the ocean. I can't remember we was out.
it's basically a harbor town, and then you
Yeah.
had to get like a train or
Yeah,
a
we
bus.
we were in trucks, I think.
Oh, trucks. Yeah. Okay.
First
Now you get
time-
to your barracks
No,
there,
you didn't.
in
we were at a place called Bushy Park.
Bushy Park. Okay.
It's right out of London.
Yeah.
And from there, they sent you to where you were going to go.
Now, how did you pick up? I guess it was signals intelligence is what you were
Yeah.
listening to. SIGINT, I guess they
Yeah.
called it.
We went to class for it.
Yeah.
You had to learn to type,
Yeah.
and then you had to hear the code,
Right.
and you had to learn how to break the code down
Right.
so you could type it out.
Mm-hmm.
And it was in four-letter groups. Everything was in 4 letters.
So shorthand, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like texting is nowadays.
No.
But it wasn't in plain.
It wasn't like OMG,
language.
USA, SUK,
No, it
SUX.
It was 14976 or something like that.
Yeah.
It was always letters
That's
or
nuts.
numbers.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and you were there the whole time in London area?
Yeah. Well, actually, I was in a place called Croton,
Broughton. Okay.
which is near Banbury. You remember this? You ever heard the rhyme, "Ride a white horse to Banbury Cross? See a fine lady upon a white horse." That's where Peeping Tom got out.
Oh.
Was peeping, and he got
It just takes
trouble
you have
because
to practice a
she
ton.
rode
Like,
nude
mine
through
do
the
same thing when I
town
play piano.
Ah.
because she was mad at somebody, and
I'll have to look it up though.
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
were told not to look, and Peeping Tom looked. And I don't know what happened to him. I can't remember.
Yeah. It's an old, basically an old.
Yeah.
That's
nursery,
where
not a
people-
nursery rhyme, but an old.
Old
tale or
folk
something.
song.
Probably
Yeah.
was a nursery rhyme back then.
And
They were pretty
and
brutal.
at the time I was there, most of the houses in a housing compound,
Trying to get it to
the civilians had thatch roofs.
Yeah.
Some of them even had the goats up
I can do it.
on the roof.
On the roof?
Yeah, the grass. See, it,
They're growing that thatch, right? The grass
Yeah.
grew in the thatch, right?
yeah, growing the thatch, and the goats would get
In
crazy.
England?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. How long were you there for?
What was I there?
Every year, but all the time except for boot camp, right?
Yeah.
And the ship right across the ocean.
Yeah,
So the 3 years?
yeah, probably 3 years.
3 years and some change, yeah.
In England.
Now you had, they allow you to take leave or have a vacation
Yeah,
time
you
there?
had, you worked 3 days and off,
Okay.
then you worked 4 days and off 3.
Yeah, I had something similar to that when I was working at Travis a little while, yeah.
Yeah.
So you had 3-day weekends and 4-day weekends pretty much,
Yeah.
right?
It could come in the middle of the week, it didn't matter
Yeah.
then what day it was.
But now,
And I'm like, how are you getting stuff in your eyebrow still? And it's just
some of the things that you went and saw, I guess you saw London, you saw the big clock, Big Ben,
Oh, yeah, and went up on,
you go to
walked up where
Stonehenge
the,
while you were there?
yeah, I went up on where they keep the Queen's jewels.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, and
yeah.
I was there during the coronation of the Queen.
Oh, yeah.
I stood on the curb and watched the changing of the guard, all
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
so
yeah.
Change for Queen Elizabeth?
Queen Elizabeth,
Yeah,
yeah.
the one that's here now.
Oh wow. You were there for her coronation?
Coronation, yeah.
Yeah, I was
Going,
out in
basically moving from princess to queen is how it worked.
Yeah,
right?
we was out in the street, of course, we didn't go to her, where she was crowned,
Right.
but we were out in the street and watched her go
They had a
by.
parade or
Been a big
something.
parade and
Oh,
festival, right?
fantastic.
Big dog and pony show kind of thing.
Really?
Right? Yeah, yeah.
And what was funny, I watched, you know, the guard is not allowed to laugh,
Uh-huh.
smile, or move.
Right, right.
And they had these young women that are kind of bad.
Uh-huh.
They'd go up and try to get these guys to laugh.
Uh-huh.
They'd do anything.
Right.
But if he laughed, he could get court-martialed.
Fired. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Court martial. Like,
Oh, yeah.
wow.
So what kind of stunts would they pull to try to get him to laugh?
Clothes.
Give him a flash, give him a little
Yeah.
show, yeah, yeah.
They'd try to rub him against him.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Oh,
got a
my
gun
God.
here like
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
and he's not supposed to look at him. He's supposed to
Right.
straight ahead.
They
Yeah.
just stand there looking straight ahead for
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the same thing as that, in Washington, D.C. at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, you have a
I've
guy.
been there. I
does
saw
that.
the exchange
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, those guys are supposed to be.
Better take it from.
All right.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. It was, I went all the way to, what they call black, I can't remember, black something. I went to the beach. And we had beautiful summer one day,
Mm-hmm.
but that was the only good day we
So
had.
one day in 3 years.
I guess
It
it rained a lot
rained, it
over there.
snowed,
Yeah, yeah.
and fog. You
That's
didn't
what.
really,
Well, the London fog, right? That's where
Yeah.
it gets its name from, right? So yeah,
oh,
it
and
makes
it's thick
sense.
and wet.
That's
Yeah.
the only one.
That's how Portland is. My friend wants me to move out to Portland. I was like, no way.
Oh, you don't want to go to Portland.
No, it's so dreary.
When did we go to Portland, honey?
When Renee was the Bible
Oh,
college.
yeah, we had a daughter at Bible college, our oldest.
Yeah.
And she worked in town. And she'd go from the Bible college and take a bus, go to town, and work till midnight, and then she'd ride her bus back to the school. Go to school all day. See, it was really...
You guys have any other questions? I can't think of anything else we didn't cover.
Oh, about the service. Oh,
Yeah.
Grandpa, what are some of the other jobs that you did though? Right after the service, what did you do?
Oh,
He's done a lot.
let's see. I
A lot of
was...
things.
Sheriff and
I got out and I went to work for the water department.
Okay.
No, first of all, you worked for the.
Oh, the lumber.
Lumber company.
Yeah, I was
Well,
unloading
first
freight
of all, you
train.
were a butcher.
Freight train. My gosh, that must have been a job.
You were a butcher.
Oh, and I got
Then
my...
you went to work for.
Yeah,
the